morning, even though it might not be morning when you're watching this, but it is pretty early for me. So, um, first things first, I just wanted to make a quick instructional video on Netop Vision. Obviously, we weren't able to go over this on Friday, so I thought I would just make something that you guys can watch on your own time and really not have to worry about sitting through a lecture with me after school and using up your precious time for it. So I just wanted to go over this first. If you follow this link right up here, the netop.com/vision/download/vision for Chromebooks. I've also sent it to you in a couple emails at this point. This is where you can go get to your teacher application. And you're going to want the Windows teacher app. Go under the exe files and download the 64-bit version by clicking the Here button. I've already done that, and once you download it and you open it up, it'll ask you to do some firewall permissions and stuff like that. If it does, just make sure that you accept everything that you can, and then click on the little eye icon, which looks like this on your desktop right here. And once you do that, you will see this screen pop up. It'll ask you to sign in. Netop Vision is a single sign-on. You've probably heard this buzzword multiple times at this point with me and Sue, and we're trying our best to implement it throughout the school in our applications because it makes not only our lives easier when we are building and maintaining these platforms behind the scenes, it also is way easier for the students. So when you click sign in, it's going to automatically bring you to Google Chrome, and you are going to be using your Google credentials to log in. So mine are mmutcalf@hfcs.cba.org. Sorry if my keyboard is super loud. I have it right behind my microphone. And then password. Again, this is my Google password that I use to sign in to check my school emails and stuff like that. So once you sign in, it asks you to get permissions to view all of your information from your classrooms. This is essential, so make sure you press allow. This pops up. I have no idea why, because you don't need it. So what I do is I just click in the white space, just click out of the box so I don't have to worry about it. A cool thing that you can do is click on the go to classrooms, and then this is going to be our main stage, basically. This is where we are going to be able to see student activity and send out reminders and all that kind of stuff, which we'll get into in a second. But basically what I can do is I can go into my sandbox, let's say, and every single student in that Google Classroom that is enrolled will be here. So this is actually super, super awesome for our departmentalized middle school. And I say that because you'll be able to see students' classrooms for your period instead of having multiple teachers in one classroom that might cause issues. So let's open this back up. And once these students are online, you will see their screens. But the first thing that you have to do before your period starts to manage these, or not manage, monitor these Chromebooks, is you have to press the little play button up here that says start class. Once we start the class, you'll see our student screens populate. Obviously, I'm at home, so I don't have these students here, unfortunately. And I don't have any Chromebooks at my house, so I couldn't get this up and running. Basically, what you'll see is you will see a live view of these student screens. And with this live view, you can do some pretty cool things with it, including demo, which will completely lock down their screens. So I can demo my second monitor, let's say, and that pushes my second monitor to their computer, and that's all they see. And they can't touch anything. So if you want to bring up a presentation and stuff like that, you can push that out onto their Chromebooks and lock down their devices. Super, super awesome tool. And to stop the demo, all you do is press it again, and it will stop demoing. The next icon that I'd like to go over up in this toolbar is send a message. If you don't have any students selected, it's going to send to every student. So if I were to say, you have 5 minutes, that's going to blast a like a big, big title screen onto their screen, fills up their whole screen. It says, "You have 5 minutes." And it's personalized. It's got little animations, super, super cool. And all they have to do is X out of it to continue working. The next awesome one is push a link, which is a little chain with an arrow. If you do this, you can take any link of what you're working on. And when you put in this link and push it, every Chromebook in your class will automatically, automatically open that website. So instead of telling your students to follow this super complicated URL address, you can copy and paste it into this box and push it out to every student Chromebook, so everybody is at the same place at the same time in your classroom. Next one is your draw attention button. This draw attention button locks down the screens, and there's a little pretty animation, which I'll make a second video so you guys can see like what this looks like in the future dates. But basically this throws on a big title screen, kind of like our demo. It's just not our screen. It's like a little graphic design, fun, whatever, saying, hey, look up to your teacher. She's doing something or he's doing something. And it completely locks down their Chromebook so they can't do anything. So it's really awesome when you do need to tell them something important or you're lecturing, it completely disables their device. And again, if you want to take this off, you click draw attention again, or you press this little white circle with a line in it. That's going to stop everything that's going on. The last thing that I want to go over is the filter web option. This will turn on your personalized web filter that can be adjusted and monitored at any time. This is the biggest reason that I chose this app, because this is an amazing feature. So let's go check it out. All you have to do is press the three little dots over here, or the hamburger, and you'll see some options in here like organizational stuff and viewability. Also dark mode. I'm a personal dark mode user, less strain on the eyes. I always change myself to dark mode. And you'll see the button that says configure web filter. And this is where you can create your own web filters. So what you can do is allow access to specific links or block access to specific links. One that I really like is the one that they have automatically in there. If you flick this on, it's only going to let them in to the productivity version of Google. So Gmail, Drive, Calendar, Maps, Docs, and one thing that I want to tell you guys right now, you'll be like, oh, I don't see slides. Oh, I don't see sheets. Slides and sheets behind the scenes are docs, like docs, and they use the same web address. So don't get confused if you don't see that. They're able to go there. But if you want to add or edit current lists, all you have to do is come down all the way to the bottom of the screen where it says you may add, edit, or delete lists and even configure more settings. If you click on the more settings button, it's going to pull up your web browser and it's going to want you to sign in with Google. Remember, Netop Vision, single sign-on Google. Keep that in your mind or you'll get confused. Click on Google, click on my account. It's going to automatically log me in. Don't even need to put in a password. Super awesome. And then this is where you'll see the filter web list. You guys won't see these admin stuffs up here. You'll just see these two. But filter web list, and then this is where you could do a new allow list and a new block list, and then that will take about, I think they say like 30 minutes to populate in the teacher side of things. So if I were to do a new allow list, I can add whatever links I want and go from there. Don't forget to name it, which all you have to do is just like Google Docs, you have to click on the default name, delete it, and then make a new allow list. So other than that, that's really all that I have to show you with this application. It's very, very simple to use, and I love the interface because it looks just like Google Classroom, so switching between the two makes it really easy. One thing that I do like to show is automatically start classes after opening them. I always turn this on because if you guys remember at the beginning of this video, when I came into my classroom, I had to press the play button. You can avoid that step by flicking this on, and that will then just automatically start it when you open it, because obviously if you're opening it up, you don't have to worry about it. Visual theme, there's a stylish and a cute. Cute's more geared to the younger kids, stylish is the older kids. They're both fine. I mean, they're pretty cool. You can go around and play with the rest of the things in here. I'm telling you right now, keep this on. View the student's Chromebook main screen. It doesn't make students have to press a button to give you access to their screen. But if you don't have a student that gives you access to the screen, you know that. So, I mean, you just have to set some classroom expectations with this. But keeping this on will show you everything on their Chromebook. So if they go out of that Chrome browser and they're in a different application, you can follow them there. This active Chrome tab part doesn't let you go outside of the Google Chrome web browser and see what they're doing. If you find that your students never leave the Chrome browser, you can keep this on and you'll be fine. And really the only thing that they're going to do to get themselves in trouble is within the Chrome browser. So if you really do feel the need to change this to the bottom one, students don't have to share their screen with you. It automatically does it behind the scenes. So pick and choose your battles. Pick which one you want. I personally like the Chromebook main screen, but that's up to you. So if we close out of this and open up our teacher app once again, all of these students are still rocking and rolling. You can see what they're doing. And then at the end of the period, don't forget to press the stop class option. And then that will unlock their Chromebooks for the next class that they go to. This is for middle school, really. You don't have to stop them until the end of the day if you're in third, fourth, or fifth, but that's besides the point.